Hi guys, welcome to Queenin with B. I'm your host B, and today I have a guest with me.
TTM Reacts, aka King TTM, aka Extra, aka no, I'm playing. Teasy.
A lot. And today we are going to talk about kids and parenting and step parenting. I myself have three. You got kids?
You know them. I got 2 kids biologically, 5 altogether.
Um, I used to think that parenting was going to be super easy. I spent a lot of time in my teenage years babysitting. And so I just knew, okay, when I have a baby, I'm going to be the bomb mom. I already know what to do. I know how to handle it. And then they got all these parenting books. But let me just say that them parenting books be bullshit, okay?
Can't parent. You can't teach anybody how to be a parent. Can't
I
write a
learned
book
that the
on it.
hard way. Like with my first baby, she's 11. So my first baby, I wanted to do everything right. So I attempted to read a couple of books, babysit a little bit more. And I realized very early that my baby was very different than these babies in these books.
Because it's a book. It's really. I mean, you didn't
But
know that
it's
at the time,
but
but
it's a book written by mothers.
yeah, they own experiences as mothers, not necessarily what yours gonna be.
I realized very soon that all kids and all babies will be different. Like,
What's the difference between your 3 biological kids when they was babies? Like, just say 6 months or a year when they was all at that age.
Bailey was, she was very quiet. She didn't do all that crying. She was a happy baby, fat
Mm,
as shit. Um, she was spoiled thanks to her godmother. Um,
Everybody blame the godmother.
no, legit, Bailey was a perfect baby. I asked Tina to babysit one day, and she held that baby all
Yo,
day.
who is Tina? Because people don't know, so you might want to clarify names. You know what I'm saying?
Tina is my cousin
Okay.
and Bailey's godmother. I asked her to babysit one day for me to go to work, and she held her all day. From the time I dropped her off to the time I picked her up, her and her boyfriend held her all day.
See, that's the difference though between it being your baby and a baby you could take back.
But see, that's the thing. When I got her back, she was now this crying, whiny, I want to be held ass baby.
But look, Tina and her boyfriend didn't care because they know they can take that baby back. So they spoiled her all the way they wanted to.
Well, Bailey is 11, and by the time she's 13, Tina, she coming to your house. Because that's a different kid. But no, she was a pretty easy baby except for being spoiled. Tyriel, my son, he's 9 now. Now, when he was a baby, we didn't like each other.
Why is it?
Oh, I was postpartum, and he had a really good bond with his daddy and not with me. So once his daddy went to work, back to work after I had him, all he did was cry.
So you flipped away.
All the time. All he did was cry from the time that dude left the house to the time he got back. All Tyriel would do was cry and eat. Cry and eat. Like, and then I learned really fast that he liked baths. So we would play in the water. That was like the only thing that would calm him down.
Yeah, that's kind of typical for
And
babies.
then when he was like 6 months old, that's when we found out he had asthma. So he was a pretty sickly baby after that for a while. Because I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't have asthma. Didn't know how to deal with it. It was a lot. And then that breathing machine, he hated it. It was just a lot.
Yeah, you gotta hold babies down when they take that.
And then baby number 3, she was a complete daddy's girl. And she has been the spawn of Satan since she could crawl.
First of all, you ain't talk about her like that. Because our baby's got some type of...
No. She has been the spawn of Satan, the seed of Chucky, since she could crawl. Like I used to take her, the little pregnancy pillows that they put around to help mothers breastfeed.
Look like a C?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah.
So I used to lay her in that because I couldn't breastfeed. I was postpartum, so I wasn't pumping enough milk. So I would lay her in it and she'd just be crying. And I'd pick it up and then drop it. Like, not drop it, but like I'd lean it forward and then let it go.
Nah, that's what you just said. You just said you dropped it, nigga.
No, it was like, okay, here's the bed, here's the pillow. I lift it up a little bit and let it hit back down. And she just thought that shit was the funniest. Like, something has been off with her since the beginning. And she would, like, hit you and laugh. She thought that shit was hilarious. And then when she learned how to bite, oh, God.
Yeah, my kids didn't bite. I already pulled my lip. That was her shit. She ain't yanked the hell away.
Allie yanked earrings out your ear. She didn't give a fuck. And then, when she started crawling, there was, like, her grandmother... Her dad's mom had a flower pot at her house. Mm-hmm. No flowers were in it. It was just dirt. This heifer, it's been there for years. Minding its business. She crawled to it, tilted it over, pulled all the dirt out. And then when I went and saw her, and then I went and got her grandmother, and she was looking at her, and that baby turned up and looked at her and just laughed. Like, who gonna clean it up? Like... That's a different breed of kid. She still is a different breed of kid. What's the difference between Ari and Aiden?
Ari is more laid back. Aiden is more like me, so he's rebellious.
Crazy.
He want to do what he want. He don't necessarily... I mean, he's a good kid.
Nope. Don't lie like that to the people.
He is.
Aiden is a great mean kid. Little... Now, he's the cutest little thing, but he is mean as shit.
He only mean when he feel...
No, he is mean from the time he wake up to the time he go to sleep. Like, that, what he say? He just walk up to me in the morning looking at me like, where my daddy? And I was like, hold on. Good morning. How are you? And he was like, but where's my daddy? And I was just like, well, if you can't speak to me, I'm not going to feed you. And Ari was so sweet. She was like, hey, good morning. I was like, thank you.
Ari wishy-washy.
Listen, I was feeding the rest of the kids, and I was looking at him like, yo, I'm not gonna feed you because you mean, but he's a kid, so you can't do him like that. But in my head, that's really what I wanted to do. And yeah, he's so mean. Not
necessarily. I mean, she know, but y'all may not know. Ari is my firstborn. She's my daughter. She's like me in a lot of ways. Smart wise, you know what I'm saying? But she's laid back. But when you piss her off, then that's when she kind of, you know what I'm saying? She snap. But she'll get back in the mode. She listen more than Aiden do. Like I said, Aiden is like me. He's rebellious. That nigga don't want to listen to nobody. He barely listen to me, but he know when daddy in that mode, then it ain't time to play, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's chill.
No, he's not.
Until you piss him off.
No. Fuck all that.
You be lying on my
son.
That's
how you feel because he's your son. From the outside looking in, okay, he's not my biological son, but he tests me like he is. Like when he was a baby, we were cool. He wanted to be held. Cool. Then he got older and he started this talk back thing, and he just be looking at me like, you not my mama. And that's the attitude and vibe he be giving me.
That ain't the vibe.
That is the vibe. It's always the vibe. And I be like, yo, kid, but...
So this past weekend, he gave you the vibe?
Oh, he wouldn't... It's not that he wanted to give me that, hey, I'm going to listen to you vibe. It was like, oh, okay, so she actually going to speak up this time, and it's just me here.
What you mean in regards to she actually going to speak up?
Because I usually just wait for you to do it.
No, that's not why he's a good kid.
Listen,
matter of fact, he's
at school. He's a great kid. At home, listen.
No, I don't know what he is with his mom.
I'm talking about here.
He ain't even bad here. He'll hit a motherfucker real quick. But there's defense
That's
mode.
bad.
You know what I'm saying? Allie do that. So
Okay, I told you she a different breed.
see, you ain't gonna put my son in the same category as Allie.
Anyway, you learn real quick. Every kid is different. But I will say that although they are different, they are the same.
Elaborate.
Like, Bailey, Ty, and Allie each have different reasons why they stand out to me. But all in all, they really just want attention and time. They just go about getting it in very different ways. Like, Bailey is the look at me, I think I'm cute, you need to think I'm cute too, let's do stuff girly. Tyriel is that mom, I'm real chill, I make great grades, play the game with me, I'm quiet, I don't do much. And Allie is that I'm bad as shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get some type of attention some kind of way because you're gonna do what the fuck I want you to do because I want you to do it.
I could agree there.
Like,
yeah,
they different, right. But they all want the same thing. They just get it differently. Like Aiden and Ari, they both just want the same amount of time and attention from you, and to spend more time with you. Is just they go about it differently. Like Ari is like, I'm a bulldoze my way. That's my daddy, nigga. I'm not sharing. Move. Shit. This is mine. And Aiden is like, okay, well, I'll find my spot or I'll whine until you, daddy, puts you down and picks me up.
That used to be the case. Him whining.
No, since he's gotten bigger, he's been here twice since he's gotten bigger and a little bit tiny piece more mature. And one of those times he was by himself, so that doesn't count. That Saturday, Aria went with me to Allie and Ty's game. So Aiden didn't have a choice. It was just you and him.
What game?
Ty's football game.
Oh, nigga, that was only a few hours.
Yeah, but still.
First of all, they gotta share they same time because
they don't know how to share.
They don't have a choice because they don't live with me permanently. I get them every other weekend or whenever I can get them. So the time they do get with me when they hear, they gotta share it, and they don't really like sharing that time. You know what I'm saying?
No kid wants to share their parent. Like Allie, well, you know what? Allie doesn't mind sharing me. She doesn't want to share her daddy. Tyriel doesn't want to share either one of us. He wants both of us to himself. Bailey would rather just have me out of me and her daddy. She would rather just have me.
I ain't gonna make a decision for the kid like that.
I didn't. We've had this convo.
Oh, well, I don't know nothing about this conversation.
You're not supposed to. It's me and the kid. But I will say that even in raising these kids, even when they have the same parents, they are being raised the exact same way, they will always come up with a different experience. Like, Allie thinks I'm just the meanest mom in the world. You agree with that?
No, she do think that. That's what I'm agreeing with.
But that's because she stays in trouble at school. Like, at home, I'm pretty chill. I don't really care as long as I don't see blood and screaming at the top of the lungs. Like, just chill, okay? Just calm down. Like, siblings are gonna fight. I mean, I got brothers. I understand that.
You know, as I realized as I got older, that noise get on my fucking nerves if I'm not making it.
Okay? Like, I just want peace and quiet unless I'm the one involved in the noise. Like, if not, I just want you to shh.
Like, I could be chilling, like, the TV would be off in here, the kids' room way across the other side of the house. But even if I hear little people, the TV be like, yo, take that shit down. Like, that shit irritate me. I don't know why. It's probably with age or something, or just having kids in general.
No, I think it's just you.
Nah, nigga.
Like, cause my thing is, I listen to the conversations the kids have, and they be hilarious. And I just be in here laughing and listening until I hear keywords that mean I need to go interject. Until then, I just listen. I don't want to hover. I don't want to be the hover parent. I don't want to force them to, that your sister, your brother got to be your best friend. No. Okay? My brother didn't become my best friend until, like, I was grown. And out of the same house as him. Like, living together, I couldn't stand my brother. Like, I choked him out when I was pregnant with Bailey.
See, I don't never want to hear shit about me
No,
throwing.
because I didn't want any girls. I refused to give birth to a girl. And I thought I was having a boy. And then when I went to do my sonogram, they said, it's a girl. Her legs are wide open. And I was crying. Like, boo-hoo crying.
Mm.
And my brother kept saying, we went out to eat and everything. My brother kept saying, oh, she gonna be fast just like her mama. She'll be fast just like her mama. She gonna be a hot tail little girl. Like,
Yeah,
this is all I'm
I'm
hearing
joking.
while we sitting at Chili's eating. Like, I can't even eat. I'm so pissed off. I can't even eat. Mind you, I'm still like 5.5 months pregnant, so I'm hungry. I just can't eat.
Yeah.
And we get to the house and he's still saying the shit. So, like, I just started screaming and I was screaming uncontrollably. You couldn't understand what I was saying. I was crying. And he was laughing in my face and still talking about how fast she was going to be. And so I just grabbed him by his throat and pinned him against the wall. And my granny had to break us up.
See, women violent.
I was, like, at some point he should just shut the fuck up.
I mean, it kind of remind me of when my sisters used to provoke me when I was like real small. And they was real bigger than me because I was so small when I was little. That's how I grew up. Anyway, when I was small, my sister, I remember we was living with my granny, my second older sister, Queenin.
I'm telling Quanah.
She was fucking with me, right? Like all day, nonstop. I got tired of the shit. I just picked up some scissors and threw it at her forehead. And like this shit, it ain't funny. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then because I knew I was finna get my ass beat when my granny or my mama came home.
I'm telling your mom.
I think I got 2 ass whoopings that day if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I threw the scissors. It hit her in the forehead. It left a big ass gash. I don't know if she still got that scar or not, but yeah, it was the result of her fucking with me. Then my uncle heard he's not too much older than us, know what I'm saying? So he was around like us as a cousin, you know what I'm saying? Although we knew he was our uncle, he was still in our age group. So that nigga would have us fight, us fighting each other and shit, just cause he wanted entertainment, because he was like the oldest type shit. That nigga still like that. He get on my nerves. Oh, speaking of the way we was raised, what do you think about the way we was raised and then us bumping heads when we are trying to raise these children together, but the way we was raised is like clashing?
I mean, I think of that in 2 different ways. One, I feel like sometimes the selfish part of me be like, these are my kids, I'm going to raise them the way I want to.
See what I'm saying?
I said the selfish part of me. But at the end of the day, I do realize that it takes a village to raise these kids. It's a struggle for me because I hate giving up that source of power, so to speak. Like, I birthed them. I should decide how things are handled. But at the same time, I don't want to be the one always handling everything. Like, I feel like you are too strict on them most of the time. Like, it's a lot of shit that you be like no to, and I'm just like, but why not? I don't care. Like, let them do it. Let them have it.
See, that's where the clash come in there.
I'm just saying, like, I was raised by my mother and my grandmother. And
well.
I was the only girl. Okay. Well, for my mom, it's only one boy and one girl, and I'm the oldest. But for my grandmother, as grandkids, she has 2 grandsons and then me. And I'm still the oldest. So I've been very spoiled my entire life. To this day, I could pick up the phone and call my uncle and tell him I want something, and I'm probably going to get it. And that's not to boast or brag, but it's just it's just truth. No, it's just truth. I'm spoiled. I understand that. I get it. And it's certain things that me and my brother could do at any given moment, and my mama didn't care about. Now, if we had company, we had to ask if we could get snacks and juice and drinks and things, because my mama didn't want other kids eating and drinking up our shit, because she was working 2 jobs to make sure we had it.
Right.
Not to make sure the neighborhood had it. But me and my brother, we got to pretty much do what we wanted to. Like, no for us meant not right now. And we spent a lot of time with my granny because, like I said, my mom was working 2 jobs. One overnight, one in the day. So it was a lot of things we got to do with no questions asked. Like, that you in turn tell my kids no to sometimes. And I'd be like, but why?
Okay, but you also got to remember, this not the same world it was when we was kids.
It's not, but they not outside. They're in the house.
These new kids don't even want to go outside.
But see, that's the thing. Like, you cut the TV off soon as bedtime gets here. We were allowed to, me and my brother was allowed to watch TV, and my mom would put a timer on the TV. And after so long, the TV would cut off. Whether we were asleep or not, that meant no more TV at that point. But, so, like, that's why still to this day, I can't sleep without the TV. Like, I have to hear something.
Yeah, to see that shit. I cannot sleep with the TV on. And so I can't go to sleep until she go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or else I just go sleep on the couch because I'm real sleepy. But I know if the TV on, I hear some shit. The light. I hate light. I hate the TV on. Like, I can't go to sleep to a lot of shit. And as soon as the light come on, I'm up. Like, I'm up. So, you know what I'm saying? I literally keep the blinds closed all day at the house during the daytime because I hate the light. Like, I don't need the light to see shit. I know where everything else is in the house. So I need the light for, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I step on and run over shit and I need the light. It is what it is. But, like, so little stuff like that, it's just little stuff that kind of you don't speak about over time that can turn into big shit.
Yeah.
And I think that was like something neither one of us ever addressed when this whole situation started 4.5, 5 years ago. Like, neither one of us addressed how we were raised and how you were going to help me raise my kids.
I mean, but who really just had those type of conversations in reality, like, in the beginning stages? I don't think that's common.
I mean, but that it's a conversation for me that I've had before.
Because
no.
Oh.
With a dude that wasn't my kid's parent. With a guy that I was dating that was not my kid's parent. Because at the end of the day, I needed whoever that was, because I didn't know how long they were going to be around. I needed them to understand, like, these my kids. They do have a father. We agree on how they are raised for the most part. But what? For the most part, we do. But at that same token, if you're going to be in my life or in my child's life, we need to be in agreement on what goes on with them, because I don't want, when I'm not away, not to be able to trust you with my kids.
Hold on, blood.
Oh, God.
Nah. See, I love my mom.
I hate your
elaborate.
Mom. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I would have these conversations. I don't understand why we didn't. Like, our whole dynamic of how we started and happened was completely different than any relationship I started before.
Now, I'll get back to this trust shit. I love, fam.
It was not a trust thing. Oh, my gosh. You're so sensitive.
Nah.
Anyway.
I'm just trying to get clarity.
Of what I said it.
It's
I completely explained why that I have had these conversations before. It had nothing to do with you at the moment. I said we didn't. I said, but in past events, I have.
Well, I can tell you 4.5 years late, and that's mainly why when a situation arises of our different upbringings and us making a decision on something, that's why it's always bigger than what it needs to be, and then we end up arguing for like 2 days straight or some shit.
I mean, I get that. I'm not saying that that's not the reason why, but we also both know that I'll pull that card real quick. Okay, well, they my kids, and this is how I want it done.
Yeah, see, that ain't the type of shit you...
That's
a conversation for another podcast.
It's not, but it's the truth. I mean, but I brought up parenting for this reason. A lot of the times, I know for me personally, parents can feel like they are failing at being a parent. And you feel like, I need a guideline. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm losing all of my... have lost theirs. And I feel like I am drowning and I don't know how to swim. That's how it can feel being a parent sometimes. Now, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because my kids are my life, but sometimes it's a lot and very overwhelming. And I just want people to understand that it's okay to not know what to do or how to handle a situation. It's normal, and you're not completely alone.
I mean, it is.
You feel alone? Like, you can feel completely alone, but you're not alone because there are other people going through similar situations. And even if they're not going through similar situations, they have been through some type of situation as a parent that made them rethink their life in total
Totality.
No, in general.
Nah, that's the word you're looking for.
That's not the word I look. Okay. That's not a word that I would use. Yeah.
Fuck you up, bitch.
Because people feel like people don't want to be judged, so they don't voice how they feel about parenting. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I do. But sometimes I just want to run away.
Man, we all need a break for our mental health. A lot of people has mental health issues. They may not be major as other people, but a lot of us just need that mental break. You just need to get some time to yourself, just some fresh air, some you time, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're still going to be a parent regardless. For those who actually want to be parents and be in their children's lives, they're going to be a parent regardless. So it's shit they got to deal with no matter what, if they choose to. Now, those who choose to, I don't fuck with y'all. Or choose not to, I don't fuck with y'all because, that's a different conversation. But at the end of the day, you're still going to be a parent for those who are actually parenting, and you do need a break sometimes. So don't just beat yourself up too much. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You need a break sometimes.
Yeah, no. It doesn't happen often. I'd be so happy when my mom would be like, yeah, you can just bring them here. Can I leave them for like a day? And she'd be like, nah, for a couple of hours. I'd be like, whatever, I'll take it.
Because at the end of the day, I get what your mama saying. I get them for a couple of hours. Then my grandbabies at the end of the day, you they mama. So
no, forget that. Where are these grannies that was raising us? Because I'm just saying, them grannies back in the 90s and 80s, they always had their grandkids.
Now, grannies out these days.
They living their best lives.
Yeah, grannies out here these days.
Yo, okay, because my mama,
no, don't even do it. Your mama what?
She turned 50 and fabulous, and she is just gone with the wind. And every time I look up, she living her best life, and I be like, oh, okay.
Elaborate.
No. She living her best life. That's all that need to be said. I mean, kudos to her. She deserves it. Like I said, she worked 2 jobs most of my life and still made it to every football game for my brother, every basketball game for me, every band recital, every band concert, every choir concert, every volleyball game. She was extremely active. She was at every field trip through all my years of going to school, and that's with her working 2 jobs.
Mm-hmm. So
I get my work ethic from my mom.
How's you and your mom's relationship like today?
I talk to her every day today. Now that I'm an adult and I understand why she was MIA all the time. Like, not all the time because she was there, but she wasn't. Like, she wasn't at home when I was at home because she was at work. So I was with my granny. But we talk every day now.
I don't talk to my mama every day. I ain't gonna sit here and count. I talk to
her
every
I do talk to my. We text every day, or we talk most mornings on the way for me taking the kids to school. We talk on the phone, and by the time I drop off Allie and Ty, we hang up. And yeah, we talk via text, or she'll call my desk phone, or whatever the case. We talk every day, and like when I was younger in teenage years, I was just like, ugh. I don't want to be nothing like her. I hate her.
I mean, I think that was every teenager's mindset.
I just want to be with my granny. But now that I'm an adult with kids of my own, I'm like, I don't know what I'd do without that lady.
I mean, there's parents that could be like super strict, over strict, whatever you want to call it. But then those parents like ours that were strict, we didn't see the reasoning why they was being so strict when we was that age. But as we grew older and had our own kids, now we are seeing the reasons why they were strict on certain situations or trying to prevent some shit like early sex, pregnancy.
No, well, my mom wasn't really strict. We just didn't like communicate. We didn't talk. So like I learned about the birds and the bees from my Aunt Tay, which is Tina's mom. I learned the birds and the bees from her.
Honestly, I didn't get talked to about the birds and the bees.
And
I'll take that back. My brother did. My brother Marcus, my oldest brother, taught me about the birds and the bees when I was like 9 or some shit. Yeah.
Nobody talked to me about, like, as a woman, as a female, I'm going to have periods. Nobody explained to me what was happening. They just said when you have periods, you'll be able to have babies. Nobody went into details of what would happen or why. And then when I turned 13 and I started having my first one, I freaked out. And I was crying. I was like, I didn't do anything. And my mom was like, girl, shut up. And then she gave me these really big, bulky pads. And then took me to Chili's. And she was like, so you're a woman now. You can have babies. And I was like, what? The fuck? Like, but that was it. Like, we didn't have the sex talk. We didn't have the boy talk about boys and none of that.
And I also think we try to rush it too much as parents. Not only us, just parents in general. We try to rush our kids growing up too much because we get fucking tired. Sometimes.
I only want to rush that little one.
You cannot rush.
But she's the only one I want to rush.
First of all,
like
she's
Bailey,
6.
I'm looking at her. She's 11. In 3 months, she'll be 12. In 6 years after that, she will be 18 and graduating high school. And I'm going to miss her because she is turning into like this little, I don't know what to call her. She knows what she likes. She knows what she doesn't like. She knows what she want to look like. She knows what she wants to do as far as a career when she get out of school. Like, I didn't expect that from her because she was so quiet.
Child of quiet window.
Yeah, he is. But he's quiet all the time. Bailey's quiet, like, in social things.
That nigga is too.
Yeah, all the time.
See what I'm saying?
But she's headstrong. She knows what she want to do, and she knows why she wants to do it. And she's found something she's passionate in, and she wants me to help be a part of that. And she is coming into her own. And it's amazing to watch, but it's bittersweet because she's my little fluffy baby. She's the person that made me a mom. And I miss my baby. She's not a baby. No.
That's tall as shit now.
Right. Like, she's almost my height and shit. And she grown and doesn't want to be with mommy. Would rather be with either one of her godmothers or her granny. And she like, I ask Allie what she thinks, but I know, no, wrong kid. I asked Tyriel. He's 9. I ask him what he thinks, and then I kind of give him options to go with because he's unsure. I don't have to do that with her. She knows what she thinks, and she knows why she thinks what she thinks. And in a minute, my baby not gonna be here. Who gonna help me with Allie? Like,
the village.
Allie doesn't have a village. Allie is Allie.
We got the village. Me, you, her granny, her uncles. That's about it.
Listen, Allie is really, she's only 6, y'all. And she is really headstrong and mean and determined to do whatever it is she wants to do. Like, what kind of 6-year-old cheeks medicine? Like, she's hiding medicine in her mouth because she don't want to take it. She's only 6.
But kids are also way smarter than what we was when we was their age too. Like, I don't know what they're putting in this water now. It's
that McDonald's.
These kids, them chicken nuggets. These kids.
No, she love a chicken nugget.
We'll go out to eat and she'll order chicken nuggets or chicken strips. Like, or can I get a grilled cheese? Nigga, we is at this expensive ass restaurant.
First of all, what you're not gonna do is
nah, fuck that.
Both of my younger 2 kids love grilled cheese. So whenever we go, it doesn't matter where we go eat. If they see grilled cheese on the menu, they're ordering grilled cheese.
But there's stupid because
Allie can't get chicken nuggets.
They could get grilled cheese at home at any time and they never ask for it until we go out to eat.
Facts.
That never makes sense to me.
That is a real fact. How has step parenting, that's my new word, step parenting, changed you?
That's not a new word.
It's my new word.
Step parenting is harder than people think, especially when you got biological kids that you are this is the term I hate, but I don't know another term right now. Technically, walking away from, because you gotta deal with all the aftermath of it. You gotta, especially like my daughter lives with me every day by herself. Like I get off work, I come home, my baby mama be next door or something. I go get my daughter, I go back home, and we end up falling asleep. I end up taking her back to her mama at like 2 a.m. because I gotta be up at 4 a.m. to be at work by 5 a.m. because I was a baker at the time. Anyway, going from seeing my daughter every day and playing with her every day to moving and then raising 3 more kids that's not mine biologically, it kind of fuck with you mentally because you're like, damn, I kind of really just, it's like abandoning your daughter. And I have abandonment issues. I get into that another time, but it's kind of like abandoning your kids. I felt like I did until it like took time. It maybe took like a year till I got used to it, and I was like, right decision, because it was some issues going on where I was living. There was some issues going on with my baby mom. I had just got out of jail and y'all got evicted, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to adapt. I was adapting for a whole year before I actually felt somewhat normal of raising another man's kids, because I know I would feel a certain way if I was a man with kids, which I am, and somebody else was raising my kids, you know what I'm saying? Maybe full time like I used to do. And that's basically what I'm doing now. But it's cool now. I'm good because I came to the realization that I did it for the better of me and my kids. Because if I stayed where I was, I probably would be in jail still today. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't a place for, if you in your kid's life every day, that ain't a place for their parent to be. Especially a dad, because dads are very much important in their children's lives. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, step parenting, with your kids, it was easy, but it wasn't. Like, I was used to being a step parent because my kid's biological dad has other children. And so I was used to playing the role of, I'm not your mom, but I'm your BB. You can call me BB, and I'm going to treat you like I treat my kids, and I'm going to, care for you as if I was your mom. I'm your mother while you're here. Once you leave, you go back to your mom. And I never wanted the kids to call me mom. It was always BB. Don't call me mom. Because you have a mom, and I felt like that was disrespectful. But so transitioning to your kids with them being younger, I feel like it was just it was easy, but it was hard because I was used to the role, but Ari was not used to sharing her daddy.
No, she still ain't used to doing that shit today.
And she was just looking at me like I was crazy. I was an invader. I was a stranger. And then not only was I an invader and a stranger, but I brought 3 other ones to the picture. And she was like,
On top of it, she just had a baby brother that she also had to share down the line when it's another story, but my son, I wasn't able to get him at the same time I used to get my daughter earlier in his life for like the first 6 months or some shit like that. But then when he finally started coming around as well, then not only did she have to share daddy with daddy's girlfriend and daddy's stepchildren, but her little brother was also now coming. So there's another person.
It's like, dang, I got to share my mama with you at home and go to daddy's and share you. Like, you need your own daddy.
Yeah,
like,
see, my daughter wasn't fucking with none of that.
And then Aiden, like I said, when he was 5-6 months old, he was fine, except for the fact that he was always sick and didn't want to be put down or take real naps. But when he got older, he had this attitude. Now he's starting to grow out of it a little bit now, but he had this attitude of, "You not my mama, you can't talk to me or tell me what to do." He didn't listen to me.
He don't listen to his real mom.
That's not my problem. But in my house, children listen. So it was like, he ain't just for me, it was hard because it was like, I can't whoop you. You're not my kid. But at the same time, it's like, yo, I won't be disrespected in my own house. So it's like, hey, you need to fix this situation. So it was easy because I mean, I knew what to do in the role, but at the same time, handling the situation or the role change with a new person.
Now I gotta change again because now you know he has mental issues. So now
he was fine this past weekend.
I
just
get that.
Knock when you come in the door.
It's just you gotta learn how to deal with him in certain situations in the way, because when he was here, this nigga got mad, right? Because he couldn't open the door. All he had to do was twist the knob and push. But he couldn't get in, and he got immediately upset. And, like, was like, I want to go home. I was like, damn, my nigga over a door? Like, so he really has anger issues, real life anger issues. And I wasn't born with my mental issues. I have a few of them, but I guess that I had them so long, by the time I impregnated my baby mama with him, that shit just transferred. It didn't transfer to my daughter, but him, yeah. So I know he's gonna need like a psychologist and all of this shit when he get a little bit older. But me having those issues and me knowing he has those same issues is kind of easier for me to deal with those problems before they actually start to happen. Or when they start to happen, I already know how to address the situation. Maybe not her so much, because she don't even know how to address my situation. I'm still getting help for my shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit get out of control sometimes. So for him, it's very important that I don't leave him by himself with her or nobody else.
You can't leave him by himself with me. Not only for that, but because he don't listen to me.
It ain't that he don't
listen. I don't
listen.
do well with children that don't listen.
And you just passed the fact this nigga has mental issues. Like, back in the day when he was younger, we could have been like, okay, nigga, what the fuck you not listening for? Why you so bad? But it's not that he's so bad now. It's like, damn, you really got some fucking issues, my nigga. And he was fine. It's like you said, he was fine this whole past weekend. Did get in trouble for not one goddamn thing. And he was fine the entire time. And he was like, okay. He even said, yes, sir. The nigga ain't never said yes, sir to me. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, he randomly walked up to me and was like, I like your hair.
Maybe you just like your hair, my nigga.
Nah, I was just confused because he don't compliment me. So that was weird.
Anyway, he compliment you.
I didn't say he couldn't. I said he doesn't. And it was weird.
So it's an issue for my nigga to compliment you like that?
Randomly like that? Yes, because he doesn't. Like, if he did it, it'd be different. But he doesn't. So it was just like, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, but he's, I'm getting that situation under control. Me and his mom have been in conversations about getting him help when he gets the appropriate age, because she's dealing with this shit at home. And especially because he has a new baby brother from her. And he ain't fucking with that at all. So he's my baby in a bad situation. So
baby,
trying to get my baby some help.
Step parenting is a challenge, but it's doable. You just both have to be on the same page when it comes to the kids, or just not even necessarily on the same page. Just both in agreement that it's what's best for the child at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, that's all it really matters is the kid.
Right.
But there is one other parenting situation that's a little difficult for me. Godparenting. Do you have god kids?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nobody want me to be no. Okay, go ahead.
Oh wow. Well, I have 3 godsons. The oldest one is Damien. He's 6.
I never heard of this nigga in my life, and I've been fucking with her for 4.5 years.
It's Dornisha's son.
I don't even know who. I heard of Dornisha.
We went to her house. How do you not know? We went to her house in April.
How many times we went to her house?
Once.
Exactly.
Listen, okay.
And that was probably 4 years ago.
She lives about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. We were closer when I lived back. We lived in the same city. I moved.
No pun intended.
I moved, and it's just been hard. She works, I work. When I'm down there, she's working. When I'm off, it's been a disconnect. But we still cool. I still love her. I still love her babies. She has 4 boys. But her youngest son, Damien, is my godson. Now, I don't know how. I haven't seen him in at least 2 years now. At least 2 years, maybe 3. And I feel like a shitty godparent for that. But it's the truth, okay? I haven't seen him in at least 2, maybe 3 years. But he's only spent the night with me once. And I feel like I fell as a godmother for him because I don't talk to Darnisha much to see how he's doing. I mean, we catch up every once in a while. I haven't seen him. I haven't bought him anything. And I feel like shit. Now, dudes shout him out every birthday. Okay? But that's it. Like, that's literally it. So I feel bad. And I've only kept him once. He was only 6-7 weeks old. I was pregnant with my youngest child, Allie, trying to keep him, and he was just crying, and I was crying because he was crying, and I was having contractions. It was just a really fucked up situation, and I was just like, I can only keep this kid for 24 hours, and I was really low-key halfway through the night before we went to sleep. I really wanted to call her and say, come get this baby. Like, I feel like a shitty godmother. But in that saying, just like your first kid is usually your trial and error kid, so, like, you know, by the time you get to child two, you know, you've already, you know, hit and miss with the first one. I have another godson. His name is Grayson. He's my best friend Ashley's son.
Grayson can stay where he is. That nigga walk now.
He loves you, though.
He really do. He really sweet.
He's kid. Only 2, and he is so sweet, and he just love him some Nanny. And he loves you.
Yeah, he don't fuck with you when I'm around.
Yeah, he don't fuck with me when he around. Like, I don't exist to Grayson
and
when
I
he's
don't
around.
see him as
close.
I don't see him as near as often as she see him.
I used to see him every weekend, and then it was like every other weekend, and now it's like maybe once or twice a month, maybe. And I've kept him a couple of times, but when he comes to the house and he spends the night, like, he hasn't spent the night since we moved, so it's been about
5-6 months,
7 months,
maybe some shit like that.
7.
Well, I don't know.
It's been about 7 months since he's actually spent the night with me. But even when he does, he don't be worried about me. He be in there with them kids or wherever he at. He don't give 2 shits about me. So I feel like it's not a godparent fail with Grayson because I'm at every birthday. I see him on Christmas.
This nigga is only 2. She talking about every birthday.
Baby, I was there at the birth, at his first birthday, second birthday. I'm gonna be there for 3. Like, that's my boo. And which makes me feel even worse about Damien, because I want to be like that for Damien. He just lives so far. But me and his mom gonna get together and work that out, because I need to see my godson, because it's not fair to him. But Grayson is a mean little shit, even though he's so sweet and cuddly. Sometimes he can be a mean little shit. He's a real asshole, is what he is. That's why y'all click, because y'all both assholes.
She said my asshole. I don't think so. This ain't about me. This is about parents.
Oh, you're an asshole. Kids. Okay, so, and then I have another one. Damarian.
Nigga, I sort of asked, who the fuck is Damarian? But okay, we just had him a couple weeks ago.
Right, because like, he's the baby. He's only about 5-6 months old, and so far we've kept him, twice? The first time he was only 5 weeks old, and then I waited till he was like 5 months old to get him again. Because I'm a team mom for my kids' cheer and football crap, so, you know, I had to do that. And he was a baby. He didn't need to be out there. But, he just so cute and lovable and a mean little shit. And he fucks with me, but he fuck with him more.
This ain't repetitive. I don't really like this shit. You know
I'm loving this shit because that means I get to go to sleep.
That ain't what that mean, because she will pawn a little baby off of me.
I don't pawn shit off. What I do is I go get the kid, and then I don't tell him I went and got the kid, and then I come home with a new kid. And then when it's time, he kind of just jumps in the role of, okay, I got this.
Because it's a kid. Kids are innocent. And she take that shit to her advantage.
I do.
Because she know.
And I just be wanting to see their little faces and get my little baby fixed. Because sometimes I be thinking I want another baby. But then Allie will do some shit and I be like, no, the fuck I don't. I'm done. So when I go get my godsons, that's my fix. I hope he me realize, like, if we were to have a baby, that's pretty much how it would go.
That's different. When the baby is yours. Like,
it's your God kid. If something happens to the mother, the baby's ours.
No.
Let me phrase that. If
yours.
something happens to both parents. Well, no, Ashley's son, Grayson, if something happens to Ashley, I done already told her husband, he's just going to have to share. He's going to be my new baby daddy, and Grayson is ours.
That's some sick shit, I'll tell you that much.
It's only sick because you're taking it out of context.
You got to be wearing that, fam.
It's only sick because you're taking it out of context. Like, Grayson is my baby. That's my love. And if something happens to her, Grayson still, that's my baby.
Allie, your baby. Allie's 6 years old. She's still a young kid. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, Allie, she be testing my gangster for real. Like, Allie is one of those kids that make you think, I might fight kids. She one of them. And she get away with a lot because I'm really, like I said, I'm a real chill parent for the most part.
Now, she used to be on them niggas' asses like she should be. And then, I don't know, as time progressed, she got older, got softer, all that shit.
I like how you threw that older. Now, I ain't feeling that at all.
You did get older, nigga. You getting older right now. Every minute we older.
See?
See, women
you see how he be trying to cover shit up?
It ain't no covering. I said what I said.
Anyway.
See, black women clap their hands, they mad as hell.
I'm not mad. Anyway, no. I bring up godparenting to say that godparents are important to children. They're the extended love handpicked by their parents for their kids. Like, we were chosen as, if something happens, to be entrusted with these kids' lives and livelihoods and help ensure that they grow up to be stable children.
I hope a lot of godparents are choosing the parents of the god kids are choosing the godparents precisely. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers are sick. Niggas are sick.
Yeah, but what they got to do with me being a godparent?
I was just saying in general. I ain't say, yo, Ashley should have took precaution when she chose you to be a godparent.
I feel like I was the best decision she could have made. Who else was she gonna pick? Sharina? Okay, listen.
I ain't got shit to do with that.
Yeah,
ain't my friends.
Edit that.
I ain't the shit out. And raw and unfiltered, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even supposed to be on here. I'm just the guest for the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but listen, you guys. There are many more podcasts to come about many more things. We will be talking about everyday life. We will do mental health checkups. If you email me at queeninwitb@gmail.com.
Spell it out for them.
Excuse you, I got this.
Spell it out for them.
Excuse you, I got this.
Let's see.
That's
I'm a guest. Go! Give them the
that's
shit.
QUEENWITB@gmail.com. You can email me questions, concerns, topics that you want to talk about. We're open ears. If you would like me to read your email, I can do that. And if you like advice about anything, I don't mind. This is going to be, we want to spread positivity and love and light, because we bring a lot of negativity on ourselves a lot of the times. We judge ourselves and criticize ourselves way worse than any random person or anybody we know ever could. We make ourselves feel as low as we possibly can ourselves.
Preach, sister.
I hate you so much. Like, you threw me off with that. Stop. No, but really, we do. And I would like to uplift any and everyone that I come across, because regardless of any of our situations, it could always be worse. I never want to put myself in somebody else's situation because I don't know the ins and outs of their situation. So I just take what I have today and with my kids and my family and my household as a blessing, and I just move forward and pray that I'm a better me for the next day, a better mom for my kids, and just a better all-around human being. I want to spread light and love and positivity. So tune in again with us. Have we done this like every other day, weekly?
She don't know how many she doing a
that.
week yet, but just be on the lookout every week. It'll be at least one episode a week.
At least, at the minimum, least every Friday you'll get a podcast. Maybe more. It really just depends on my schedule and the things happening. My life right now revolves around my kids and my job. That's my life. And everything else kind of just falls into place. Follow me on Instagram at Queenin wit B, at Queenin wit _B, and Facebook Queenin wit _B, and Snapchat at Queenin wit _B.
That's all your social sites.
Yeah, besides my regular Facebook, yeah. Don't follow that. Leave that big.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, that's it.
It'll be on the screen just in case y'all know how to spell it. It'll be down here somewhere.
I just spelled it with the E.
Niggas will still put an H. I'm positive they will.
Oh, also, if anybody locally would like to be a guest, hit me up and we can see what we can come up with on us doing some type of guest. Even if not locally, I'm pretty sure this tech guy over here can figure out a way for you to be here without being here. We can even FaceTime or video chat while doing it.
There's always a way.
As always.
Just
there's a will, there's a way. So just hit my email. Again, that's at queeningwithb@gmail.com. That's it. I want to say it's underscore in there. It's just Queenin with B. One word. Queenin with B@gmail.com. One word.
I'll let info be at the bottom of the screen.
And that's all our time for today. I'm Bianca, and we'd like to thank our guests.
You pronounce it King TTM, aka TTM Reacts, aka TZ Taught Me, and I'm back. Nah, that's the intro I put on my reaction videos. Y'all can go check that out. Yeah.
Oh yes, he does do reaction videos. He also makes music, does graphic arts and designs. He does labels and websites, all sorts of things. I
bake cakes. I do everything.
I just milk him for what I can.
See, that's all I talk for today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
He's gonna join me on some more. He won't be on every episode, but he is going.
But I'm going what? Because
You almost got beat up. He is going to join us for some more. And next time we will have wine and, well, this is not wine. This is Parmesan and Coke. Okay. Kids are in bed. They got to go to school tomorrow and I got to go to work. This is Parmesan and Coke. And you will be drinking some wine. So that's it. So everybody have a blessed week.